For those of you who don't know me, I'm Colin Cragg. I'm the producer of Anarchy Online. This is Brad McAtee, who's kin time. He spends a great deal of time taking care of everybody on the forums and making sure stuff works. We're very lucky he's here today. For other members of the team here, you might get a chance to circulate and meet them at some point. And there are other members of the team who are sitting in the office right now, trying to make sure that we're going to be able to take you guys over in groups after the question and answer session and do an actual demonstration of the engine. And it might work. It could work. It could work. And then everybody, this is Emma. One of the original launch coders from AO. He's not with us anymore, but he's come to visit, which is fantastic.
I made a thing once.
The Saturdays.
Best thing ever.
Oh, you have a character.
But it's pretty amazing to think that it was 10 years ago. Yes, on Monday, but you know we're pretty close. I think we might make it. 10 years ago that the servers first came up for Anarchy Online this week. It's absolutely amazing. And a lot of you guys were there when the servers first came up, and then went back down. And then they came up and they went back down again. But they've come up, and for the most part, they've stayed up for a very large period of time. We've had our little slips here and there, but we've been through all of it together. And I just want to do a quick water version of the cheers thing for me here, right now. Cheers to all of you, because we are absolutely no doubt about why we made it to 10 years. It's because of the amazing community of the product that's kept it going with radio stations, and we've got large community groups. It's been fantastic. So cheers and thanks to all of you. Cheers! Cheers. Okay, I didn't plan to speak for a huge amount of time. I spoke in Oslo for 2.5 hours. Apparently 2 or 3 people suffered permanent and irreversible brain damage. And now hold senior positions in the government of several European countries. So what we're going to do today is we're going to try and, rather than me standing up here and Brad standing up here and talking, and you're hoping to maybe hear something about what you'd like to know about, we're going to make the horrible error of opening it up to questions from the floor. Please don't ask me about the contents of Profit Without Honor. I gotta be fully clear, I just won't know. So more questions, you can ask Brad, you might know. You might know. But anyways, we'll open it up to some questions. We're gonna be really, kindergarten here, and we're gonna put up hands, and we'll try not to take too long, because we've got some more drinking to do. So who is gonna have the first question today? Midgar.
Do you plan on having a re-release and marketing campaign with the new engine?
Yes, absolutely. Our marketing department is super excited about the opportunity to re-release the game and basically sell it again. Because it's been a very difficult job for them to work with it for quite some time. Because the marketing departments, they want to sell something that's flashy and new and sexy. And we're 10 years old. So they look at it and they haven't been too into doing the marketing end of it for us. And besides, after the release of the new engine, it's going to look pretty good. You guys are going to have a chance to see it today. So they're very excited about it, so I'm pretty convinced they're going to do something. And there is, of course, budget already allocated to it, so we're pretty excited about it. Yes, is the short answer.
What kind of marketing techniques do you plan on using? Like commercials or?
Yes, we're going to put a commercial in the Super Bowl. No, yes. I believe it will be all print media, web media, and it's not going to be a television commercial, because it would be really, really difficult to try and make that pay off, because that's millions and millions and millions of dollars. So it's more going to be kind of a word of mouth, print media, and the websites. We released this engine, so I imagine we're going to get some coverage without paying for it, because Duke Nukem was released. We're next on the list, I believe. So people will notice there's a lot of people out there waiting for the new engine to come out. You look at all the videos on YouTube and different sites and different forums, and I'll play again when the new engine comes. So we're kind of waiting for that day too. We are really excited about getting it done. We are really sick of it. We want it to be done. So it's getting full focus right now. Anybody else?
Character balance, will that be out this year?
God, I hope so. No, we're working on having that complete before the release of the new engine. And we're also hoping that the engine will be complete this year as well. Perhaps a little, explanation type thing about where the engine is, just briefly while I have everybody in the room, is when we started integrating the engine from Conan, we were aware that they were going to be doing some works on optimizing the way it performed, in terms of the way it, the technical stuff wasn't very interesting, but it was difficult to run it on high settings for most machines. So we knew they were going to do some optimization work, but we weren't. we were. I know what everyone's favorite part of the video is going to be. We weren't aware of the extent that the optimizations were going to be done. So basically what happened was that Bars, who you'll meet later, because he's going to be doing the engine demonstrations, he would complete a feature like the amazing wavy grass that we put a video out of almost a year ago. And we'd be very excited about it, and we were so thrilled to be able to, whoa, look, it's moving, and it was very exciting at the time. So we took just a quick 17-second video and put it out there. Then the next kind of version of the engine that we got, the grass was gone, the ground was gone, people's heads were gone, and buildings were inside out. So at the same time, it's like if we'd taken the original Conan engine and kept it as it was, we would have lost out on the benefit of a lot of the optimization work that they did. And a larger percentage of the player base would, the day that we put out the new engine, wouldn't be able to play it. They'd have to use the old client, so there wouldn't be any changes. So it's taken longer because we've had to wait for the changes, because we've had to fix the same thing 5 or 6 times. But in the end, it's going to be worth it because more of the people will be able to use it. Not everybody's going to have to run out and buy a new machine to play it. So the optimizations have been worth waiting for. There's also going to be less versions of the engine within the building, so that they don't have to support things that are too vastly different from them. I can't remember what the original question was, but that was pretty cool. Yes?
Got any news about the breed change?
The breed change, yep. That is actually done and complete, and as scary as it is, it does work. I was really surprised. I thought it would be harder, but it's just not enough of the challenge for the lead coder, I guess. But we haven't been putting that in because we were waiting to put that out with the rebalance work. Okay. We didn't feel that it was especially necessary to be able to swap back and forth between breeds at the moment. But I imagine it could go in, but it's kind of with the balance stuff, I think. Change everything at the same time and give people the option to change and customize themselves as they'd like within a period of time.
Like the surgery machine.
Yes. It's not that fast. It takes a moment to completely resequence all of your character. Okay. And you'll have to, of course, breed change, you've got to get native first. So it's like a firm reset or anything else. Second favorite part of the video. Well, people tell in the video, but she also smells it.